Hello everyone, I'm Pacific Casual Gamer, and I suck just as bad as you do at video games. And today I am making a Veda vlog, Veda episode 8. This is for Tuesday, so there's only, one vlog coming out today. Tuesday is my break day, by the way, guys. In case you didn't know. Since I'm supposed to make a vlog on Tuesday, I'm just using it as kind of a little bit of a break day, so that I just have to worry about uploading one video and one stream, and it really allows me to get ahead of the game. But I want to talk about what I think historic video games can do that they're not really doing. And that is teach kids about history. Now, this could be like some easy game like the Hercules version, like the Disney Hercules version of a video game. Or you can have a brutal game like Rome Total War 2, where you're sitting there murdering everyone because you're freaking Caesar killing people, right? But what I think historic games can do, and this game that I played that sucked really bad in my opinion, but I can see the fun, is Napoleon Total War. And I learned about Napoleon's childhood because of Napoleon Total War. Because they used Napoleon's childhood to literally teach you how to play the game. Like, they're like, oh, you gotta move units? Well, Napoleon was born on this island. Move him around the island. Oh, by the way, Napoleon can board ships. So you had to board the ship and put Napoleon in the next town that he got educated in. And something like that. I was like, oh, I didn't know anything about Napoleon. I just knew he was a short, angry dude who was French. And I think if this kind of thinking, this way of teaching history, if, like, basically schools used it, a kid would rather play a video game than read a book, right? Kids learn from playing, not from forced learning, right? Not from reading, they learn from playing. So if you have them play a game, and they have to just, like, go through and do something, maybe they have to, like, build up the Sumerian civilization, and it's like, oh, the Sumerians built these cities first and got attacked by the Assyrians. Remember how they did that? Now I want you to play this civilization game, and I want you to try and build up the Sumerian Empire so that the Assyrians don't kill them. Right? That's an easy way to teach kids about, hey, this is what happened to the Sumerians, and then, make it a time travel weird game. I don't know. Like, make it interactive history. That's what makes museums amazing, right? You go through the museums and it's like, walk through all these, like, the ziggurat, or walk through the ancient Indian hut, or the New World blacksmith in Jamestown, right? We've all done something like that, and it makes it super fun and super interactive, and it takes history to a whole new level. I'm telling you guys, if I was president, oh my gosh, you would be playing so many video games for school. Let's be honest. And then, going beyond history, you can easily easily use video games to teach kids about the culture of other places, right? Like the South Korean culture, instead of shaking hands with someone, you bow to greet them, but there's specific ways to bow. And make it so, I don't know, if it's a VR game and you walk by someone, you gotta bow to them. And if you do it wrong, they, like, punch you in the face or something. Legit. That is such an easy way. But, make it more fun, of course, where you gotta sit there and do more than just, a bowing simulator 2017 or 2018, right? But I think you guys see my point of what I'm talking about. History can be taught so well in video games. And just beyond video games, board games too. And not something stupid like a quiz or maybe a puzzle. A puzzle might work, right? But not a quiz game. You gotta make it more, right? You gotta really get this history down. Game Dev Tycoon, that's a game that teaches you all about gaming history. Right? That's a very good way of teaching someone about the history of major consoles from the 80s, right? You sit there and, like, they get released. Granted, they're, different names because of copyright. But You learn about the whole thing with the Nintendo 64 and how PlayStation and Nintendo were going to partner up, but then the next day, bad things happen. You learn about Xbox being put together by a bunch of computers, and you learn about, Sega completely going under since the Dreamcast didn't take on so fast, then the PlayStation got released, right? You learn all of that through Game Dev Tycoon in a very good way, and beyond that, if you know your gaming history, you end up getting a better score in the game. So Game Dev Tycoon is a very good tool for learning history in, the history of the consoles of video games. So I think I've talked enough, and I want to leave it on to you guys. Do you think teaching history through video games is a good idea? Is there stuff you learn from video games that's historic that you want to share? Go ahead and share all that in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, because I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and I suck just as bad as you do at video games. And I'll see you in the next episode or stream of whatever I decide to make.